It's a big box. How's the sound? I think that confirms. Is that coming through? Hold on.
I heard it coming through.
Hi, but I'm doing a mic check. We tap it. It's an international thing. Hello. Right. So, maybe put that on the flowers there. Be quite nice. Oh, maybe just a smidge more. So, good evening. That's actually, is it good evening? It's maybe, what is it, good evening or good, it's not good afternoon. It's like dinner time. Right, I'm calling it dinner time. By the way, I've had dinner, so, yes, first off, we just see the Concorde just there. It's a pity the nose is just out of shot. Hey, how's it going, Pirate? After that's it's I'm trying to get his first name, but the guy for Georgia, Atlanta. Cheers, buddy. Welcome in. So, I thought that I would let's get the old camaraderie. I need to stop saying that. So that's probably copyrighted by bot. So I'm going to build this. I'll start building this. So I've actually had this a while. Do you know? Did you buy this from?
I can't remember when I bought it for you.
So this is part of the 25th anniversary. 25 years of Lego Star Wars. And you get the what's his name now? It was Cal Kestis. And I think Cal Kestis was the character that was in the game, which I never really played. I played a little bit of it, but I didn't really play too much. And you've also got other minifigs in here. You've got Darth Vader, Commander Praje, Imperial crew member, Imperial gunner, Imperial Navy trooper, and a stormtrooper. And it's kind of like, it's a bit like a play set, which is, I'm doing fantastic since I'm watching my favourite YouTube person. Many thanks, buddy. That's greatly appreciated. So, this is probably going to be a couple of parts. So, as you can see here, it's kind of got a bit of a play set. I think you can kind of open it up and look inside it. There's also a little handle you can kind of carry it with. So, I was thinking, what did I do today? And I thought, let's build. And I didn't know really what to build. This is, I mean, look at this. This isn't even open. This is prime retail here. I usually have my little tool, my little Leatherman, but it's through the bedroom, as you do. So this is the old style box. So we're just cutting into it like a boss. Like a boss. So I've got other projects that I could have built. A lot of the themes that I have at the moment are Star Wars based. Obviously I'm a bit of a Star Wars fan, as you can probably tell. So this is kit number is 75394. There's something quite iconic about an Imperial Star Destroyer. You know, it's like the very first thing you see. I think it's called the Tantive. I used to call it the Tantive, but I think it's a Tantive 4. Is in this, so you see the Tantive. I'll probably call it Tantive. That's just how I relate to it. And then you see this. So it's a very iconic part of Star Wars. So let's open the box, maybe get the chair out, maybe get this in like here. So obviously it's a kind of newer kit, so we do have bags, plastic, no plastic, I mean paper bags. How many bags do we have? Well, there's bag 2, I'll keep that fairly close. There's bag 1. I think I saw 14, 11, 4, 10. So I think there's about 14 bags. Get the instruction manuals. Right, what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to put these tabs up, and then I'm going to get these in some kind of order. So bear with me. 2 seconds. So if I get them in order here, it means if I could probably I'll leave those 2 bags there because we probably will get through 2 bags at least. So a bit like a secretary here. Obviously not in my high heels at the moment anyway. I think there's 14 bags. This is number 6. Right, you know what? There's 1. I'm going to put 2 in. So there's 14 bags in total, which isn't, it's not like massive. Not a bad size. Don't know how many parts this is going to be. I actually, in fact, I've got some stuff to show you. So I did build this little set. Of course, I've just picked a bit of a tulip there. I built this little set. This is the gift with purchase, and it's the Disney. So that's a Toy Story one. You get another 2. You can put in the Disney background, and you also have the Lion King as well. So this was a gift with purchase. I've actually got another one of these. So they just come out like that. There's a Toy Story and Woody. And then you've got, you can put in the Disney. You probably put other stuff in. I think somebody's actually put a Star Wars one in as well, which I think could be quite cool to do. So that's pretty cool. But that was a little gift with purchase. I think, I can't even remember what I bought. Maybe the time of Gizmo coming out. Perhaps. I'm not 100% sure, but we ended up getting 2. Oh, and I've just knocked that down because that's a tulip. My tulips are getting in the way. I've just knocked off the aerial. I don't know where the aerials went. Oh goodness gracious. He's certainly much harder than that. Right, I've lost the oh, there it is, got it. I just didn't want it getting lost. So that's a fun little build, but I just built that off stream. I was thinking of streaming it, but sometimes, I'm not going to lie, it's just nice to build a set without really, going online as such. So here we go. Let's get the instructions open. So we do have stickers. Looks like it's going to be all console related material by the looks of it. Inside the actual Star Destroyer itself. So put that over there. We do have the book. I'm going to hide the instructions because people have actually got the ability to steal the said instructions. So one of the reasons I got this, I do like the Imperial Star Destroyer. It's a classic grey wedge ship, iconic sort of shape. But you also get the Cal Kestis minifig, which kinda, I'm not probably, well, possibly could complete my the young Princess Leia is a little bit hard to get. Oh, right off the bat we get Darth Vader coming out in bag 1. Oh, Master Vader. So right off the bat, there's his cape. No Cape of Good Hope. Just what we need. Another orange brick separator. Start to really amass a collection. So I see his legs. We'll have a little look at the minifig. His head and his head and his mask and all that will go in these ones. So yeah, I just fancy building this. I see his mask there. I don't really have a. I know a lot of my stuff is Star Wars related. I do have other projects that we could have done other than Star Wars, but I want to keep them. Anya's really busy at the moment. She's doing a graded unit, so there's a couple of kits that we can build together as such, but we'll do that when she's fully away from graded units.
Away from bloody working.
Yeah. So right off the bat, we've got Darth Vader. So we've got legs. So we've actually got printed legs. We've actually got printed arms, which is quite nice. I don't really know if there's any particular. So we do have the cape. So nice little cape. Got just your standard black kind of clothy type cape. And then you just put that on there. You put the other one so that it kind of folds in itself. And then we've got the little neck piece. See the neck piece right there? So you get the little, you get two neck pieces. So I'm actually going to have a tin where I'm going to keep all these Star Wars related pieces. So I like to get the cape pretty much where it needs to be. Get it all lined up. Now we do have a single facing Vader head, and it's kind of the kind of classic scars in the back, and he's white because Vader was pretty beaten up, if we're honest. And then there's the old helmet, and there we go. There's your classic Vader. Now we need to get his lightsaber. So yeah, I'm going to keep these parts because they're quite. I want to have like Star Wars parts. There's another silver hilt, which is quite good. That can go into the start. I really do need to sort them all out. So I think. Ooh, yeah, it is silver. So the little parts, this part here goes to the bottom. So there's a little, like almost like a claw. That goes to the bottom, and it goes into his right hand. So there we go. There is old Darth Vader. I've actually got a couple of Darth Vaders now. I don't really think that's a particularly expensive minifig. The minifig that's expensive in here is obviously the Cal Kestis. Is it Kestis or Kestis? Kestis, I think. Anyway, so let's start with the build. And we start off with two parts. I always like to show. So there we go. That's what we're starting with. As I say, when you think of Lego, you know, you look at a build and it always starts. It doesn't matter what you build. Could be, you know, Razor Crest, it could be the Millennium Falcon, the UCS kit, it could be anything from a fairly simple build to this. All starts with two bricks going together. Right, let's go. So I am off tomorrow and Thursday, Friday. This is my first day off. Although theoretically I was working today, it's not really a day off. I try and make the most of it. Just because you've got to, basically. So a bit like Pirate there. Was it George? His name, Anya?
Sorry?
No, it's alright. I think it was George. I'm trying to think his name. Because he changed his name to Pirate.
Oh, I can't remember.
But it's the same. I mean, I think he does really weird shifts. I mean, I thought I did weird shifts.
Oh, is that guy from?
Yeah,
Yeah. Is it Pirate?
Nah, it's Pirates his name now, but I'm trying to think I think it was George. I could be wrong if
Oh,
I'm
is it
wrong.
not Kenny or Kenneth?
Kenneth, that's it, Kenneth. He works really weird shifts. I mean, I thought I do work weird shifts, but I think I think together we'd make a good team of people that do rather strange shifts. But in a way, I quite like my shifts. My job is, I'd be lying if I said it was quite labour intensive. It's not that bad. Like a lot of jobs, you make the most of what you've got. Yeah, you munch away all stocking. So, but yeah, I'm happy. I think any job that you can, if you've got a job where you're sitting just prior to you start your shift, you're actually sitting crying. I think that's when you need to maybe change up your jobs. But I in a sadistic way, I actually really quite enjoy my job. At times, I will say that at times. I think like a lot of jobs, don't get me wrong, I would quite like to be sitting building Lego, but then to build Lego, I think you've got to have a job, so yeah. So yeah, this is it. I've had, as I said, I've had this kit for quite a few months now. Kind of went into the stash, as they say. And I don't know, my eye was kind of set on it. My mouth was shaped for building a big wedge. I famously at work, it was Star Wars Day. I actually I went to the dairy aisle at work, the place I work, and I got a brie cheese wedge, and I put another little wedge on top, and I took a picture, and it was an Imperial Star Destroyer that I did. But yeah, I probably do the same. If I just check the time, yeah, so I'll do a little bit. I say we're not going to finish this. I don't even know how many parts it's going to take. I'll just build it as is. I might even. I'm building the Razor Crest on Friday. In fact, I need to get that up, or not uploaded, but I need to get it scheduled. So we've got more of these wing pieces. So we've got some small. In fact, let's get the small wedge pieces. They're gonna. I think they're just up there. Yeah. Right, there we go. There you go, that's what we've got so far. So I think you can see, I think that's going to be the back end. Don't know how big this is going to be. So my plan is, for this is going to go in my Star Wars ship belly bookcase. I tell you that tapping's real, it's not annoying, but... I know.
And I might not get it done on the days.
So, yeah, it's going to be all Star Wars ships. I've got some odds and sods. At the moment, it's my Millennium Falcon on top. Then I've got the Razor Crest. Then I think I've actually got R2-D2 in that, which is probably going to come out because there's going to be more ships. This probably will go in. I've also got the smaller starships, or the mini series starships that will go in. So It's I want it to be all starships, but I've got plenty of space. It's not like I'm running out of room. It's one of the things that when me and Anya, when Anya get integrated into the fold, she kind of adopted the Lego mantra. So it's one of those interesting things where she picked up the Lego vibe and just kind of ran with it, which helps when somebody's like that. But we immediately jumped on we need to get storage. We need to get storage sorted, and that was like, it wasn't even just like, oh yeah, we'll get on it at some point. It was like absolutely prime importance that we got on the Billy bookcase scenario, because we were out of room basically. And Billy bookcases, you kind of actually get, interesting enough, you get a thing called Kallax, which is a deeper shelf. I think Billy bookcases are, I should know this off by hand, I think it's 28 centimetres, and a Kallax is maybe near a 60 deep. But the problem we had, so we've got them, my front door's just like there, so the living room wall's here, beyond that is the hall, toilet's here. So you've got a hall that comes round into the living room, spare room, and the bedroom. But we don't. It's not deep enough for a Kallax. It would really infringe on your kind of your sort of through space, your walk area. So we really had to look at getting something that was quite, wasn't as deep. And Billy bookcases are absolutely fantastic for that. Don't get me wrong, Kallax, you can put a lot more in it as such, because it's a little bit deeper, but you really need a little bit more space. That's the only thing. You really don't have the space. So we went, and the Billy bookcases are absolutely fine. Again, you could say, but you could do a deeper one. Yeah, you could. But believe me, Billy bookcases are absolutely fine and dandy in that scenario. And we've also got extenders to do it. So, the one I've got, the Millennium Falcon, you could put that up higher, but I'm scared that you maybe lose a little bit of the. I like it a little bit closer to myself. Forgot that wee red bit. So I think putting that up higher could be a good move, but I also think it might not be a good move. Right, so here we go. We've got a little Technic. But that's, the Millennium Falcon was very hard to move. I had to get a little bit ingenious with that. So that was, it was a difficult, fantastic looking kit, but it's not like the Titanic where you can, it's one of the reasons why I actually think the Titanic, for me personally, is one of my favourite. Just because I can go and get that just now, bring it through and display it. I can't do that with the Millennium Falcon. It's not a kit you can just pick up and, transport somewhere. But fantastic kit, all the same. Absolutely phenomenal kit. But yeah, just so big. So big. Sticky computer. Computer says now.
It's had enough.
I'm not surprised.
Neither am I. I've been a bloody laugh of looking at that for months.
Bum, bum, bum.
It's lovely see it's still like this side, isn't it?
Yeah. So Anya's just actually taught in Scotland. Our clocks go
Go forward.
forward.
Sunday.
So we're starting to get lighter nights now. There's a plane goes by. Quite a fast wee plane actually. So it's starting to get lighter, which is nice. It means we're getting into spring. I think we're in spring, are we? Officially? Is it spring?
I don't know, Dan. I don't know.
So here we go. This is what we've got so far. So you see the classic wedge. I think there's going to be sides up, maybe kind of angling in a little bit. Now we've got more of these blocks here. Got more of these side plates. Oh, now. They're going to. I see what they're doing. Quite a nice. I think as far as starships go, for me, it's a classic shape. Like I said with the Millennium Falcon, to think that a guy was sitting there, George Lucas probably came in and went, right, I need somebody to just design some ships, and to think that people actually sat and came up with this and come up with the Millennium Falcon, it always intrigues me just exactly. Somebody's building this and going, oh, do you know what, that maybe they were in the local shop and they went by the cheese and they went, oh, there's a brie. God, that's a great shape in it. And he picked it up. You could see him just like that in the shop, kind of going, nice if I put something in the top, like a command structure. It's amazing. I always think of that. I don't. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's something that I think about a lot, and I think about it because, it's it's a bit like writing a song, and if you were to write a song, you'd probably end up writing a song that's already been written, because you'd probably start humming a tune and going, that's quite a good. Oh no, hold on, that's the Beatles. That's a Beatles song, and you go, no, that's a Oasis. You always end up singing a song that's already been written. So you can imagine building a ship and sitting there and going, right, what could I build? Oh, there's a big frying pan. What if I stuck a cockpit out the side and put mandibles on it? And it's crazy. It really is. But to think that guy was building something, to go back and sit there and watch him build that, and you're sitting there going, oh my god, that's the start of the Millennium Falcon. What did I do? Did I say something? Like, where's this going? Is that going on top? I think that's just sitting on there actually. But yeah, you can imagine building it. You're just seeing it come to. It says, oh no, that's not right. He's put that on the wrong side, or that's not where it should be. And then he goes, you could see his wee cogs working. But I mean, he's obviously sat there and went, and it's just, he's just designed it, and he's just come up with that shape, and it's, as I say, to think that shape will become so iconic, it always intrigues me. I would love to go back. Love to go back to that time and that place and just sit there and watch him build it, just to see, what he comes up with. Right, I see. It's on the edge. Yeah, it'd be fascinating. You'd almost have to just sit there and keep like bite your hand like that. Do you know what you should do? You should put a dish, like a thing. You'd be going nuts. So almost going back to these things and you know coming up and it's like you're the guy that made the Star Destroyer and you're going, oh, yeah, I think I did. The guy's God, you know that guy came in and he was in the same page. He was almost ahead of me. I was like sitting going, oh, maybe some kind of like communication dish. Just and he said it like he just came out with it. It's like he was thinking what I was thinking. Oh. Right, there we go. So we've got these little side flaps. Right, so these little parts, the serrations are going this side, so that means, yeah, it's going to be the lines that side. Yeah, I find it really interesting. Iconic. Oh, that's a wee tight squeeze there. So I hope everybody's doing well. And anybody that watches this later, I hope you're doing well at that time and place. So anybody who's there's certain people that I haven't seen for a while, so I'm hoping that those people in question are doing good. Right, we've got stickers. So we've got stickers right off the bat. Number 9. Right, there's number 9 there. So how are these going? These are going like that way. So it's like a little TV monitor. I think I'll go this way. Oh, just about to take that sticker off there and it moved. There we go. So it's just a little TV monitor or some kind of, not a TV monitor. It'll be some console for Vader's teapot, and he'll know when his tea's ready, his brewed. Because he was Yorkshire. Was he Yorkshire? So again, I always tell this story, but Vader was played by a guy called David Prowse. And I think he was Yorkshire or Devon. He was an English actor. But famously, if you go back, you can get it on YouTube where it's David Prowse and it's his actual accent, because he actually voiced the lines of Darth Vader, which I thought was quite unique. Obviously, it was never used in the actual show, but he did voice, and it's quite amusing to hear an English guy and a very deep accent. As I say, I forget exactly where. I don't think it's Yorkshire. I think he's. Oh, I can't think where he's from. But there's something quite surreal about seeing Darth Vader, and not in the voice of. I can't think of his name. The guy that actually voiced it.
Somebody else.
He's sadly passed away as well.
Aye, something else.
I being a Darth Vader fan. I really should know this, but I don't. So, yeah, that's bad. I know. I do apologise. But yeah, he actually voiced the lines, which is quite funny. But I actually, and another story I probably told this before, but I like to tell it because it's in school. We went to it's actually it's I think what it was called before. It's basically used to be a cinema house back in the day. Back in the day. And I actually went to see David Prowse as the Green Cross Code Man, which was a thing that in schools it was a safety. You know, it was a drive to get children to respect the laws of the road, like stop, look and listen. You know, look left, look to your right as a safety part, and that was a Green Cross Code Man. And the Green Cross Code Man was played by David Prowse, because David Prowse was an actual bodybuilder. You know, not like Arnold Schwarzenegger, ripped, but you know, he had a lot of muscle. And he played the Green Cross Code Man. But when I went to see him, I'm not gonna lie, I only saw Darth Vader. So yeah, it was good to see him actually. And in a weird way, I wish I could go back and maybe just get his autograph and have that like lightsaber. Say, sign this. Your powers are weak, old man. That is it. That is a rebel base. Oh dear. Set your course for the Hoth system. Lord Vader, there's hundreds of systems all over the galaxy. That is it. Oh, jeez. Fantastic. And again, sadly, David Prowse is no longer with us. Yep. Oh, no. Yeah, that's... Oh, where does that one go? It's got to go there. Yeah, but you can look it up. So it'll be on YouTube. You know, like Darth Vader's original accent, script, whatever. It'll come up. I mean, I could say it's hilarious. It kind of is in a way, but without getting chokehold. You know, you don't want to be chokehold by Lord Vader. Right, so we've got little binoculars. They're going in there. And then we've got a little lid. And then this little box is going... Oh, so that's going that side. And then we've got some of these the old thermal charges or detonators. Quite a lot of these. Got a wee little spare. I'll keep that one. I could put 3 in there, but I don't want to. And then that is going with the emblem side facing this way. So there we go. That's that. And I think that possibly could be this. Yep, that's that bag done. So this is what we've built so far. Probably the engines are going to be here. They're probably going to go on these stubs. Then we've got a little box and console and stuff. So we've got some spares, generic spares, nothing really Star Warsy about these. They're just your basic single pieces. Right, back to it. So we do get another figure in here, which is quite nice. I think it's one that I don't really have, so... So we're going to watch a film later. I've been wanting to watch the Taking a Pill 1, 2, 3, but not the remake, the original 1974 version. Um, a place that I'm not going to mention too much about it because it's it's the wrong. It's not. It's not what it is. It's something 1, 2, 3, but it's not the Taking a Pill 1, 2, 3. So it's a film I really want to see. I thought I had it in DVD, but I don't. So we've got another minifig here. Again, non-printed arms, printed legs. To find his little head. Got his hat. Where is your head? Oh, there it is, it's hiding. So we do have a little, he's got a little comb. I think this is a, says on the box actually. It is a Imperial crew member. So there's his little hat. I don't think he's got any weapons. So there we go. There's the little crew member. Quite nice. You can go along with Mr. Vader. Unless Vader chokeholds him, but that could be something that Vader would do. Ah, right. I see what they're doing. That was kind of confusing there for a second. So they've got this one in here. And this is going to join these two together. Oh, be if you got it the right way. I don't think there's any more up there. No. I think it's good. I think it's good when you see people like that. I mean, I still think about that as an adult, all those years ago that I saw David Prowse, and it kind of resonates. You know, it's something that I'm quite proud of. But I mean, it was a Green Cross Code man. But as I say, for me, it was Darth Vader, which I think probably most kids had the same opinion. And obviously it was after he made Vader. It's probably in the mid-80s. Right, so this part here is going... Right, so I see what they're doing. It's going in there. There we go. So I can hear those detonators. That was a Die Hard. Mr. McLean. The old detonators. Right, what we got here? Is that going up? Yeah, it's 3, so it's going in line. There we go. Right, we've got another Technic piece. No, it's that piece. Yep. So I'm actually, to be honest, I've been playing a lot of Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's very, for me, obviously I'm a flight fanatic. So I'm actually thinking of doing. I've been struggling to record for YouTube purposes, because the flights now are taking they're like 3 hours long. So I'm very much a YouTuber that basically just records, puts it out, done and dusted. I don't do any of this editing stuff. But I'm thinking of doing like a world tour, or starting off from my hometown, Ayr in Prestwick. It's a Prestwick airport, and flying and telling you a bit of history of obviously Prestwick, because you know, and my where I was born, raised, you know, that kind of thing. And then as we travel from, I don't know what way we're going to go. I was going to do the American side of it first. So I'm going to do that, but I don't know how I'm going to, what plane I'm going to do it in. I want a plane that's going to be challenging to a certain extent, but not, you know, maybe not overly challenging. But yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. Um, so I will, I will get some kind of plan of action. I was going to do it in the Beaver, but the Beaver's only got, I think, 300 and something miles, like range. And you can cheat a little, you can put extra fuel in it, but it's not how I want to roll. I want to do it like proper, you know what I mean? I want to do it. But I want an aircraft that's not just going to go like straight across the transatlantic, you know, land in JFK, and that's as got to America. I want it to be, you know, quite a few legs to get from my hometown airport to, you know, into Canada or Greenland, well, Iceland, up the coast of Scotland, hop across to, I think there's an island between Iceland, Scotland. It's I don't even know what it is. It's Svalbard or is it some other? But we're gonna hop along, like hop along Cassidy. So that's what I've got. Maybe future plan coming up. Maybe not everybody's cup of tea on here. It's not really Lego related as such, but I think it'll be quite interesting. And just discovering, like we'll fly into an airport or a place, and I'll do a bit of research and talk, and yeah, it'll be good. That's my kind of thing. That's what I like. I like to see places and discover something. But the beaver, interestingly, I know this is side tracking from Lego, but the beaver, interestingly enough, has got a very short range. Um, so it doesn't really have. It's not got the ability to go from, as I say, from Greenland. I think that's just sitting. That's like a keypad or something. Um, yeah, I can't get from Greenland to um, Canada. Basically, I think that's like, say the Beaver's got a range of 390. It's like 400 and something. So I don't know how I would do it. And I quite like the Beaver because it's quite a simple aircraft. Nothing too demanding or technical. But it's a little bit range is a lot. But I like that. I like the fact that it's got short range because it means you're doing shorter hops. But I'm gonna have to kind of maybe look into it a little bit and sort of theorize how I want to do it. As I say, I don't want to just like jump in and oh, welcome to America, coast to coast, across the nation. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I want it to. I think if you get an aircraft that can go 1,000 miles, you're going to probably go 1,000 miles. But then again, that's going to be a longer flight. But I wouldn't be. I was thinking of doing like a live stream, but it'd be boring as hell. I'd be sitting there probably falling asleep and missing my airport and probably crashing. But that's the kind of thing I want to do. So I've been kind of thinking of doing it, but I kind of I need to get a vehicle locked down, of some description. But yeah, I just, as I say, I don't know. I tried the DC3 looked quite interesting. You know, it's a little bit bigger. It's kind of iconic. Um, and it could be interesting, but I think the military version I would have to really learn the, working with nav aids, which is something that I just really maybe don't know. So I've got a little container here that's got a little cup in it, kinda. I don't know if it's a cup. But yeah, I'd have to learn the whole system of that, which is not as easy like nav aids. Maybe take a little bit more like planning ahead, which I don't really. I just want to really say, right, we're going to maybe in, I don't know if it is Svalbard, between Iceland and Scotland, but we can fly there, and then head up to Iceland. So, but I think it'd be a really good journey. You know, it's something I would enjoy doing. And I do get a little bit. I like discovering stuff. You know, I like to kind of fly up somewhere and discover. Oh, I didn't even know this place existed. Although I kind of know quite a lot about geography. But yeah, that is the plan. Golf. I actually still play my golf. I'm playing absolutely terrible at the moment. I've missed cuts. I've just like I played the other day there, and it was I think I was 4 under par. I was actually doing quite well. I was only about 3 shots off the lead, or 2 shots. Booted it up. Played the second round, 10 over par. Absolute garbage. But in a way, it's getting towards the end of the season. In fact, I think we're playing the last event. But yeah, I'm just not playing enough. I'm not in the. That's a game that you really have got to play almost not every day, but every couple of days, just to keep the flow. But yeah, I'm so out of touch. Is this one? Ah, so that's going in there, right? So that's going to hold that up. I gotcha. I don't think this other one. I see two. This is where I go back a little bit just to make sure. Why up, Chuck? No, it's just that one. Right, so here we've got some guns getting attached, which is always quite nice. Yeah, that's my plan. That's my plan of action. As I say, it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's something I really enjoy. And I think at the end of the day, I think my channel, I don't. I know there's a lot of people out there that they go with the algorithm and all that jazz. I'm not really that way inclined. I do something I enjoy, and if somebody picks it up, oh my god, what am I doing here? I've just knocked that gun off. If somebody looks at it and says, I'm quite enjoying this, that's what it's about. It's not about a lot of YouTube creators create content that's they try and get stuff that's getting hits, it's getting likes, it's getting whatever. If I did that, I'm not saying that I wouldn't have a channel, but where did that go? Caught it. If I did that, I probably really wouldn't still be doing YouTube. I know it's nice when people come on, like Kenneth there just said, his favourite YouTuber, and that means a lot. That's it's quite humbling actually. it's just good when people come on and just give you that little boost, and it's not much. You know, it takes seconds to like a stream. It takes seconds to just say something like that. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people just go, "Yeah, who's this guy? Rubbish," or whatever. You know, I'm not saying everybody says rubbish, but you know what people are like. But ultimately, my aim in YouTube life, like back in the day, if I say that one more time, I swear to God. Back in the day, but honestly, back in the day, I used to sort of think that, you know, YouTube was going to make money and stuff. And I think when you start YouTube, it is. I'd be lying if I said that that wasn't something that I thought was going to happen. Um, you know, I thought that I possibly could have made money because you don't think how things work. You know, you don't go, you really need X amount of subscribers before you can even start thinking of that. You just basically, you think you're going to make, you know, I thought I was going to make £2.50 in a video for a month, that kind of thing. And maybe in a way I thought, oh, if I do enough of that, that's going to build up, and I'm going to maybe have X amount. No, it never really, it doesn't work like that, you know. And one of the things I would say to anybody who's even remotely thinking of doing a YouTube channel, first and foremost, enjoy it. Enjoy it for what it is, and the money, get that completely out your head. Yeah, you have got an opportunity where you could, if things take off and, you know, you start getting hits, you start getting whatever. Yeah, you can. There's a possibility you could make money, but yeah, you've got to be. A lot of people do buy stuff, you know, buy likes, buy hits, buy content, views and stuff. You know, I've never done that. Never will either. And also, kind of interesting to note is, I never really thought that I would. If somebody told me, if somebody came to me that very first day that I picked up or made my YouTube channel, and somebody came to me and said, "Oh, and you know, 10 years from now, probably even just slightly more than that, you'll have people coming from all over the world to actually watch you." I'd probably say, "Don't be so stupid." As Duncan Ferguson said to David Beckham, "Get to, you know what, insert sweary word." Yeah, and I honestly, I didn't really think I would ever be, you know, have people that actually, you know, come in and watch me, and that's humbling. It's great. It's great to think that people are sagging down there. Interesting. So that's just sitting in there. This is rattling because there's a jug in there. But yeah, don't, as I said, it's not being negative, but don't ever feel that you're ever going to, if you do take YouTube, as I say, you'll always have to go into YouTube wanting to do it. Not because you're gonna make money, because as I say, potentially you can make money, but really, honestly, that's something that's maybe not really going to happen. But I think if you go in and enjoy it for what it is, that's what it's all about. If you make money, great. If you don't, it's not really worth thinking about. Right, so this is this a well, let's see. I see you shaking that ass. Right, so this This is going on here. This is quite a weird contraption. Ah, I see what they're doing. They're going round this side. Yeah, that's getting through there. And that'll fit. Okay. Interesting. And then this part all starts to make sense. This is going to go in here. So that locks this whole thing in. So it's like a little lever that's going to come up. And finally, this thing is fitting into the actual ship itself, so it's going right up. In fact, it's going in here. Funny enough, there's a little space there for it. Lovely jubbly. So let's get that situated. So yeah, that's going to be a little lifter upper. Anyway. Oh, we've got a little seat here. Is this Vader's seat? It's kind of Vader-esque because he's got a little console. So I think that's going... No, that's not. That's... Right, that's going there. Yeah. So he's going in there. So you've got a little table here. It's got a little cup. And a little, like a handheld console-y type of thing. Right, what we've got going on here? We've got some...
What is going on here?
Breakfast! That's a great clip. I know it's like...
It's funny.
Breakfast! What is going on here? Breakfast! I can hear myself.
I know I can hear.
Right, so this is some kind of chambery. Right, what have we got? Are they going in? They must be going in there. What colour have we got? Is that? Oh, this is interesting. So I see blue. Is that a red? It's a red and a... Right, they're getting in there. Got an interesting little thing here. So this is, I don't even know what this is. But we've got this orange. No, it's not that. It's the red. See, that looks orange to me, but that's going there. So we've got this thing. Don't quite know what this is going to be. And then we've got this, and this little diamond. It's like a kite. So that's going like that. What the hell is that? So I'm trying to get this square. So I really don't know what that is. It'll mean something, obviously. No way. That's a lot of spares. Right, wait. Whoa. There's little prongy parts. Is that that's not a two build, is it? No. Oh, that seat goes on a spinny thing. No, it does. These prongy parts are really worrying me because I don't see where the prongy parts go. So this thing goes here. It's like a spinny. I don't know what. I'm just going to stop saying prongy parts and spinny thing. So that seat goes on this. I got that in the wrong way. I think I have. That goes that way. So that seat goes in there. That, do you know, that makes total sense. And that swivels round. That's better. Where do these prongy parts go? There's like little injectors. Ah, see. I see. Ah, there it is there. So the prongy parts, they're there. One, so we've got a spare. We got them. So it goes the side of the incubator type thing, and it goes down that way. Oh, that kind of... Oh no, it doesn't. It goes in there. So there's the little prongy part. It goes on the side there. So I've got a spare prongy part. I've got a couple other spares. Oh, I don't like when I get spares. Well, that... Oh, sorry, Vader's... He's actually disgusted. He's just collapsed. Vader's had enough. Must have been prongy. I've got a yellow thing here. Oh, the yellow thing goes up there. You absolute swinage. Oh, the yellow thing goes in here. I've just built this whole... Oh, Shengus. How am I gonna do that? Oh, I built it on. Oh, I'm gonna... Oh, how am I gonna do that? I think if I go here... Sugar. I have to destroy this. Right, I'll take those out. That little yellow thing go... Oh my goodness. How am I going to do this? I may have to take this whole sub-assembly off. Oh, this could be tricky, folks. See the things you do when you miss a part? I don't think I could slide that in, could I? Nah. Take that gun off. Can I take this part off? Oh my goodness. Mistakes were made. I'm trying to get this. This is proving difficult here. I'll use this gun. I may be able to prod. Oh jeez, what? Something's fell. Something's came off. No, it's that stupid. It's that thing that's inside that chamber. Oh, right, we got that off. Good tool that for getting stuff off. I don't even know if this is good. Do you know what? Answers not. I really don't know what I'm doing here. Well, that's gonna come up. I don't know what to do here. Right, that's coming off. So I'm gonna rip my nail off. Oh jeez. Oh, there we go. Right, got that off. Now I should be able to get that off that side. I've got to deconstruct this because I've missed a little yellow brick. Right, that comes off. These come off here. Right, there we go. Got it. So this little yellow piece just goes in there. All that for that. Anything else I've missed? Don't think so. How does this go on now? I think it goes like that. No, it doesn't. Oh, hey. Oh. What have you done? And that goes there. That goes down into there. Got it. This goes that side. See? We're fine. Don't you worry about a thing. There we go. And then that goes in there. Oh, no, I don't need to... Right, push that through. Got it. We got him. That's it. There we go. Right, that's it. That little yellow brick is in there. It's going to be hard to see. Oh, God, that was a faff. There you go. Right, we're back. We've got a lot of spares in this. But then they're obvious spares, if you know what I mean. Well, there's a wee detonator thing. That's no. Right, what size is bag? Do we do bag 3? Yeah, I'll do bag 3. And then that.
After that, I'll be ready to finish it on.
So last bag. So I'm usually always tired after this first shift. I never actually really get any sleep this morning. So usually I can hold for work and I have a wee snooze, but I finished at 8, so I kind of stood up. I fell asleep playing Flight. I didn't fall asleep. I kind of dozed, I think is a better terminology. While playing Flight Sim. So yeah, I'm always a wee bit tired, and I worked 6 in a row as well, which is tiring. You know, my feet at the end of that are pretty much toast. Oh, I can hear the. I don't know if they're blackbirds that are chirping. Beautiful. I hear that when I go to my work in the morning. That's all I hear, and it's beautiful. You know, a nice morning, or I say morning. It's not really. It's in the middle of the night, but you know, heading down to work, I hear the birds chirping, and it's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god. Yeah, it's just beautiful. Just that sound. And then people yapping their gubs off at the nightclub that's just up the road from my work. Always spoils it a little bit. Do 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 do. Bum, bum, bum. Turn it over. Beautiful. Where did that bit go? They must have the bit. Oh, no, that is there. Sorry. It's just going down like that. And we've got a little one of these little skates. I think they're based like roller skates or something. And there it is. So what way is it going? It's that back end. I think it's going that way. And then that is fitting on. It's quite a weird little piece. It's just sitting there for some reason. Don't know why that's there. It's probably going to become evident at some point, but go. Right, that is going on that away. So we've got, again, another wedge. Another one at the front. Right, they're going on the top. Right, got these little parts. Do 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 do. See, I always think they show you one going in, but there's another 3 in there, which it's kind of sometimes with Lego you do miss little parts. That's why looking at your inventory there, it tells you how many blocks you've got, is kind of important sometimes. But it is very easy to miss stuff. It won't be the first, it won't be the last, it won't be the last time. This could be the last time. Maybe the last time. I don't know. Oh no. Bam 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 bam. There's 3. There's the 3. Right, so that's the other way. That was actually the Rolling Stones, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah.
I just did bow bow bow. I didn't know.
So it was a good song. So
I don't even know what you were
it's got a
doing.
good
Bow, bow, bow.
it's got a good little guitar part. In fact, do you know what? As soon as I'm finished, I'll play it to you. Right, so that is fitting on here. There we go. Right, what we got here? We've got top and bottom. That little part is so want to fall off that table. And that's going to sandwich these 2 parts together. Nice. Noisy, noisy. Wee subtle part get in there. There we go. Oh. Do do dum bum 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 bum. Right, what way is this attaching? It's going like it's just going out in that. Yeah, is that? that's going in there too. That's pretty cool. So it's attaching on this bottom arm and this top one. But again, yeah, famous words. We're repeating this on the other side. That is it. That is the rebel base. Set your course to the Hoth system, Lord Vader. There's millions of systems out there. That is it. I know, I'm saying it again. I'm saying it again because it's that damn good. Your powers are weak, old man. I find your lack of faith disturbing.
You want to say that?
Well, there's a wee wedge Antilles in there. Wedge of Antilles. Right, what way is that going? Right, oh no, hold on, do you know what? Yeah. Ba-la-la. Ba-ya-ya-ya. Let's go like that. Let's get in there. That is it. I find your lack of faith disturbing. You are part of the Rebel Alliance. Away with her. There we go. The old double salami. The double. The double salami. This could be the last time. Oh, here we go. More stickers are us. I think we get stickers in 2 of these. Right, do we put these in situ? No, I think we're going to do the stickers on these. I think they're all the same. Yeah, 4. Number 4. So it's these here, but we've got 2 different ones. So there's, yeah, so there's 4 and 5. So yeah, we'll do the 2 4s because I think it doesn't really. They're getting split. So what way are they going? So red's at the top. The old Dubra. There we go. Uno. Go. Trois. These ones are slightly different, so again, the orientations from here, bottom up. There we go. That's that one. And one more. There we go. So basically we've got one here, then this one's going there, and then this one I'd imagine is going, oh, it's a different one actually. So it's going there, and then that one's going there. There we go. That's the orientation of that. There we go. So stickers on there, just the same the other side, it's kind of repeated. Right. What we got? Do you know what? I was looking for a grey piece, black piece, sorry. Right, let's go through it. That's going in there. Poof poof. Poof poof. Oh, yeah. Daniel-san, hui! That is quite funny. I actually hear myself where. Oh dear. Yeah. Yep. Dave, I can see the pub from here. So that's going right in there, right in the top. So, a little thing, don't know what I called that other thing, but right underneath. Down. It's quite difficult to get that in. So this is going right over the top, so that's going in like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's a little gap at the back there, is that? Yeah, it's coming up in one, so it must, yeah, it's got to be there, yep. There we go. Oh yeah. Hoo-wee tiger, it's getting hot in here. You're not from around here, boy. When that thing takes over, grabs a hold of you, just takes you deep inside. Why won't it just let me be? Oh dear. Do you know, I'm on at a certain somebody for talking absolute crap during the stream, and I'm just mad. Oh, that's a... Oh, that's yellow. I know this shit with the back of my hand. Boink. He's into the beam. Oh, jeez, man. Love it. Ah. She can't do it, Captain. Right, so this little part is going to fit in here. Imagine something going to attach through that pin. That's my guesstimation. Guesstimation. I don't think there is actually. I'm going to... Oh, spare parts here are spare parts. So they're getting the spare parts right. And that is going to conclude. Once we fit this little piece on. So I think... How is this... Oh, just look at genius. So this is going to go on here, look. And oh, it's a classic wedge. The big Brie Imperial Brie Star Destroyer. The old Brie Deluxe. Do you know, I think that, when I look at the picture, I'm going to say it doesn't look that big, but when I look at it here, I would say this is going to be the upper structure here. Maybe. It's hard to say actually. I don't really know. It's going to be a fair size. But there we go, folks. So you get this little handle here. So I think this is, if you look at the Star Destroyer, I was going to say this is like the upper structure here. and then the ship's going to cut. It's going to be on top. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to guess the sheer size of this, but that pin goes in. Yeah, it does. Look. Oh, and that walks in the front of that ship. That's nice. But we've got this spinny thing here. I don't know. I think it's like a hologram projector type thing. This doohickey. And then we've got these little edges here that are going to obviously point this way. Like that. So, yeah, I think there's going to be more built up here. Anyway, interesting. So, the next pack we are going to have no more parachutes. No minifigs in this next one. Doesn't really tell us what we're going to build. Yeah, the upper structure here. The engines are here at the back. And then we're building... Yeah, we're building more parts at the edge here. Yeah, it's got a nice little ship. Anywho, put my stickers in there, keeps it nice and flat. That's going to do it for me. I'm going to register that before anybody steals it. But yeah, that's going to do it. Let's put Vader and Officer in situ. We'll just put Vader doing Vader stuff. And we'll do the Officer just doing Officer stuff. Maybe looking as if he's doing something because Vader's there. You know what it's like when a manager walks in. You just start doing stuff. There we go. So there is 3 bags of the Imperial Star Destroyer. So anyway, folks, I'm going to actually maybe even place this in like so, and that can just sit there. But let's get you closer. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to lie, I don't think I could do another bag. Oh. Hey, do you know what I might do? I might put this big light off, get a bit of... Oh. Do you know what? I don't think I can walk. Now, I'm going to put this up here. Get this up here. Switch the old... Sorry, that's just testing out the spotlights. Anyway, anywho, that's going to do it for me. How good does that look with the lights on the plants there, and the kind of mood lighting at the back? It's really good. I must admit, this light we got fitted is absolutely phenomenal compared to what we had before. It's night and day. So let's get this box set up. How is this not fitting? Oh, I need another set of hands. There we go, that's it in. So, there we go. That's the Imperial Star Destroyer that we've started. Oh, I'm not going to lie. So, we only had Kenneth in. Kenneth, if I've got your name wrong, do send me a message or something. I'm sure it is Kenneth. Oh, I'm tired. It's been a long day. Been a good day though. Well, kind of.
I've got a lot of work done.
I actually need to get water for my bottle. But anyway, I am going to head to bed, watch a film, chillaxio. I was actually thinking of going into town today, and I didn't bother. I'm just watching my cable. No. Oh god, I said that bag I think when I kill me. Oh. So Wednesday. So yeah, off Thursday, Friday, back Saturday morning. And I think I'm on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday and Saturday, 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 Saturday. Sorry, Anya's rustling pots and pans.
Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
I know, sorry.
Aye, but I don't know. I'm definitely back. I'm back on Friday. Tomorrow, Thursday. Yeah, I'll not be on Thursday, but I'll set up the stream for the Razor Crest, not Quest. The Razor Crest, and that'll be part 7, I think. I don't know how many. I think there was. I don't know how many bags there were. And I counted them, but I forget.
13?
I don't know. No, we're already on bags 15 or something. But box 1's, it's not nearly finished. I don't know whether I'll get it finished next stream. Probably not, because I think the last 2 episodes we've only done 2 bags each. But you got box 1, then you got box 2. Box 2 is basically the engines. The engines are absolutely massive on it. But that's already up in my shelf. So yeah, this Imperial Star Destroyer will go probably where C3PO is, so I need to move him. I probably need to rearrange my other shelf that's in the hall, and I'll maybe make it kind of Star Warsy figures, maybe, I don't know, somewhere up or down. Right, Anya's making a lot of noise. I'm gonna get off. So wait till I turn these round. Also, powers are jammed in my cable. Got it. That could have been nasty. That could have been a calamity. Calamity Jane. Right, there we go. So I think we're on for about an hour and a half. Which is my usual build time. There you go. I don't know why I went back round. I thought I'd. There we go. Anyway, folks, I'm going to head because, as I say, the noise is building up here. So there's what we've built so far. That's what we've got. So the back part, the back portion where the engines are going to go. The little handle. So, anyway, take care, folks. I hope the people that have maybe not been in, that I've not seen for a while, are doing okay. I'm not going to mention names because, you know, some people maybe don't like that. But I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope people that have maybe not been in are doing okay, and there's no issues or anything like that. As I say, hopefully we'll see them soon at some point. But yeah, pass on my love to those people. Anyway, folks, I'm going to head to get the finger of death. So again, I'll see you Friday, 3 p.m. for the Razor Crest, part 7 I'm sure it is. I'll get that up probably just after this. I'll get that done and dusted. Oh, here she comes. All typeroo.
I'm all typed out, down. I've been at it all day.
I'm tired.
I've not even done 15 pages.
Jeez. I must admit, I don't think I could.
Oh no,
I'm
starting to grow at it now.
I can't do it. For me, I enjoy life too much. It must be. I mean, obviously, yeah. There's stuff at the end of the rainbow, I suppose. But no, I couldn't. That's when I left school. I just wanted to make money. I didn't want to do like college and become a vagina.
You'd have been a good vagina.
Would it be?
You would have.
But hey ho, that's life, as I say. But anyway,
You look like you've got a wee toy head. That big thing.
where you go, Hobbit.
No, I've got a big ball face.
Big butt face. You ever seen Men in Black with the guy and he peels off his head and there's this wee tiny head inside? Oh. Anyway,
Right.
right.
Love you, madam.
See you later, folks. Take care, everybody. Cheers, Kenneth, for coming in. It's good
Bye,
to see you, buddy.
everybody. I miss you, my friend Kate. I miss you.
Yeah, across the ocean, the other side of the world.
Uh-huh.
Kate, if you're down there, hi. Right, see you later, folks. Bye.